Have you ever felt that that really intense, almost rebellious urge to just break free?
Yeah.
To push every boundary creatively, personally, maybe even technologically, in a world that often tries to slot you into this like neat little box? How do we even express defiance, that kind of raw, untamed spirit? Especially now, with new tech reshaping everything. Well, today we're diving deep into a track that doesn't just ask these questions. It sort of embodies them. It challenges how we think about art, identity, creation itself. We're talking about Under Santiago's debut single, Scuzz. And look, this isn't just another song. It's this really powerful, unapologetic mix of raw human feeling, cutting-edge AI, and a seriously provocative message. It might even redefine what scuzzy means. So in this deep dive, we've gone right to the sources. We've got the lyrics themselves, which are incredibly direct. We've got a fascinating, kind of unfiltered peek into the pre-production vision for the music video, and wow, that's really something. And of course, the official press release from the band, which lays out their whole mission. So our goal today, to unpack all these layers, the meaning, the really provocative imagery, and the kind of revolutionary way Scuzz was made. This is your shortcut to really getting this track, which is totally genre-defying, and the timely, sometimes uncomfortable themes it tackles. It's a chance to see how creativity, tech, and like super personal expression are coming together in ways we're just starting to figure out, and how that can lead to something truly rebellious. Okay, so let's get into it. The heart of Scuzz, I mean, it hits you right away with the lyrics. They're so direct, almost confrontational, in their defiance. When you first heard these lines, what really jumped out at you as the main thing they're saying?
Well, what's immediately striking is this almost aggressive self-affirmation, this refusal to be defined by anyone else. Lines like, I'm Scuzz, I strut my way, don't care what they say, wearing what I want, living day by day. I mean, that's not just saying I'm an individual, it's demanding it. It's a full-on rejection of what other people think, prioritizing your own authenticity above everything, almost like a battle cry, It sets up this character who's already outside the lines and kind of proud of it.
That is a powerful opening, isn't it? It's like the characters just carving out their own space right there.
Yeah.
But then almost immediately the lyrics shift to this feeling of overwhelming pressure from outside. Even these dire, almost prophetic predictions of failure. We hear stuff like, they say, 7 days, you're done, complete, then push you are to survive on the street. Or that really stark line, scuzzy ways, they say, I'm bound to fall, headed for the substance abuse. It's not just judgment. It feels like a pre-written negative ending.
Exactly. The lyrics aren't just hinting at judgment. They spell out these societal chains and the crushing negative expectations, predicting a future in jail even. And this really brings up a big question. How does this really personal struggle, this character's fight against a pre-decided fate, connect to a bigger rejection of society's norms? What's fascinating is how universal that feeling can be, right? Being misunderstood or underestimated, feeling like the world's already decided who you are. Even if the specific predictions here are super harsh, jail's your future? Wow, it's a really stark picture of that clash between how you see yourself and how others label you.
And it makes you feel for the character, doesn't it? That weight, that feeling of being counted out before you even start. But then, and this is where the song really finds its feet, there's this powerful pivot. The reaction isn't despair, it's just pure defiance. We hear, but I'm more than their words, I'm breaking the chain, Scuzz is my name, I'm rewriting the game, and that solid declaration, Scuzz ain't falling, I'm standing proud. It's a complete refusal to be boxed in or defined by what others say. It's like active rebellion.
Precisely. It's not just resisting, it's actively taking back control and reauthoring your own story. And this defiant vibe is really amplified by that recurring phrase, schizophrenic vibes, yeah, I'm wild and free, and schizophrenic heart, yeah, it beats so loud. Now, the press release is really careful to clarify this isn't literal. It's an intentional, kind of provocative choice of words. It's meant to convey this unapologetic energy, a free spirit, capturing that raw, uncontainable force of someone breaking free. Almost like their mind is just running on a different frequency, wilder, one that others just can't grasp or control. It's a really powerful reclaiming of a term, turning a label that might be used to dismiss someone into a badge of untamed individuality.
That's such a key distinction, yeah. It's about that untamed energy, that fierce refusal to be conventional or, easy to swallow. And that energy isn't just an idea, it's a feeling, right? Something a lot of us recognize from times we felt pushed into a box, pressured to fit in, just wanting to break free and be ourselves, no apologies. The song really taps into that deep human need for authentic self-expression. Okay, so building on that raw energy, the music video concepts for Scuzz seem to take these themes and just explode them visually in a really provocative way. This is where it gets really interesting. Because the vision laid out in these pre-production notes is genuinely wild, ambitious, And honestly, pretty challenging stuff. Looking at these notes, what parts really strike you as pushing the envelope visually, maybe even challenging our comfort zones?
Well, the notes for the video show this really deliberate, almost audacious attempt to visualize Scuzz in incredibly varied and challenging ways. It's not about just one type of Scuzz, but this broad, often uncomfortable look at its many forms. From like personal mistakes to systemic injustice. It seems designed to break down our easy categories.
Exactly. The notes describe everything from, this shocking image of rich people being scuzzy drugs, sniffing coke from anus, right alongside street people scuzzy, all kinds of scuzz, high and low. That immediately messes with our, often class-based ideas of what scuzz might be. It makes it clear this isn't just about one group. It's like everywhere. High society, down on the street.
And that breadth is absolutely key. The concepts also include things like animal scuzz violence, bear mauling, a really raw, natural take. This suggests scuzz isn't just like a human thing or a moral failing. Maybe it's presented as something more primal, inherent, untamed in existence itself. It pushes you to think about scuzz beyond just human actions, maybe into the fabric of nature.
Then you get these super specific, almost movie-like, and frankly unsettling characters and scenes, like scuzzy, dark-haired Tyler Robinson assassin carved memes into bullets. That's disturbingly precise. And scuzzy orange-faced politician Icy E. Scuzz takes mother from crying baby. That hits a really raw nerve, politically charged. And they clearly don't shy away from showing powerful figures as Scuzzy either, right? Scuzzy celebrities, gunpowder and explosions, Machine Gun Kelly, Napoleon. It's not just a list. It's like these potent, jarring images thrown together.
What's crucial to get here, I think, is that these are described as intended visual metaphors for the song's themes: defiance, judgment. The sources present them as ways to show scuzz across this huge spectrum, not necessarily to endorse or condemn any specific group or action. The idea seems to span everything from individual ambiguity to systemic failures, even historical wrongs. The goal appears to be to make you think by showing scuzz as this pervasive, complex thing, not just a simple label. It really forces you to confront the uncomfortable idea that what we might call scuzz shows up in countless ways: personal, political, mundane, even monstrous.
Right, and it even touches on systemic stuff with references like Ayatollah, Hamas, scuzzy rehab, and scuzzy jail, and historical points like white man takes land from Indian, scuzzy scalping. It's this comprehensive, unflinching, and seemingly impartial look at different ways this concept appears. It really makes you pause, doesn't it? Seeing scuzzy painted so broadly, personal to systemic. It's not just uncomfortable. It's almost like an attack on our neat ideas about morality and class.
Exactly, and that discomfort feels very deliberate. It seems designed to dismantle our easy boxes of good and bad, us and them, pushing us to question the whole framework we use to judge others, maybe even ourselves. It's like a visual manifesto shouting, "Challenge your assumptions." It forces you to ask, what does scuzzy really mean to you? And how might you redefine it after seeing all these different examples spanning such a huge range of human and natural stuff? It's a call to look past simple labels, see the complexities.
So, we've got these defiant lyrics, these really provocative, sweeping visuals. What does this all mean for how music gets made today? Because Scuzz isn't just about the words and images, it's also proof of this truly groundbreaking, kind of revolutionary way of making music now.
Yeah, this is where Enter Santiago really sets itself apart, positioning itself right at the forefront of something. The band, formed by Corey Chambers and Santiago Palacio, isn't just making music, they're pioneering a new creative process. One that fundamentally challenges our ideas about authorship, about art itself. Santiago Palacio is the main writer and performer, acoustic guitar. He brings that undeniable human soul. But the innovation, the really deep dive part, is how he's doing it.
This is where that phrase, fusion of human soul and AI innovation, comes in. It sounds almost sci-fi, but it's happening right now. The press release specifically mentions collaborating with XAI Supergrok for the writing. It doesn't stop there. They use Suno.ai for innovative musical technology and AI-driven production to really shape the sound. Now, when you hear Supergrok for the writing, it makes you wonder, was it like brainstorming lyrics, refining metaphors, maybe even drafting structures that Santiago then made his own? And Suno.ai for AI-driven production, that could be anything from subtle sound design to complex instrumentals, totally changing the soundscape. How do these different AI tools layer together to make something that's both cutting edge and still feels so human, especially for a song this personal?
That's a really good question. Their approach suggests AI isn't just a gimmick, it's built into the creative foundation. While the sources don't give us the exact prompts or processes, the fact that Supergrok, an LLM known for creative text, was involved in the writing points to a deeply collaborative lyrical process. Maybe it helped find unusual phrasing, explored different emotional angles, and Suno.ai, which can create music from text prompts, would let them experiment with sounds and arrangements maybe impossible, or just way too time-consuming otherwise. So it seems less about AI replacing the human and more like it's extending Santiago Palacios' creative reach, letting him articulate those schizophrenic vibes with, like, unprecedented sonic and lyrical depth.
And even with all this AI involved, the band strongly emphasizes the song's authenticity, its personal roots. Santiago Palacios himself says there's actual truth in these lyrics, and that the song is partially based on the life experiences of Santiago Palacios. This mix, the deeply personal human stuff expressed through revolutionary AI, that feels like the core of this whole thing. It's not just tech for tech's sake, it's a deeply felt artistic statement.
And this raises a huge, maybe even existential question for creative fields, doesn't it? If AI can help craft lyrics and music with real emotional punch, does it just enhance human talent, or does it change what artists and art really mean? Scuzz doesn't just use AI, it weaves it into the soul of its times. It suggests maybe true artistic rebellion now involves embracing these tools, turning what some saw as a threat into a powerful new voice for individuality, challenging the whole idea of purely human-made art. Santiago Palacios, quote, nails it. Working with Corey and Supergrok and harnessing Suno.ai's technology allowed us to create something that feels both personal and relational. It really makes you wonder, what new frontiers are opening up when human passion meets smart tech, and how our definition of authentic art might keep changing.
Absolutely. Makes you rethink the whole creative landscape. And this isn't just a one-off experiment for them. It's part of a much bigger vision. Entar Santiago's mission is super clear from their press release. To blend human soul with technological innovation, the band creates music that challenges conventions and celebrates individuality. This isn't just about one song, it's like their manifesto.
You've really nailed something key there. It is a comprehensive artistic statement, bigger than just one track. Releasing Scuzz isn't just a debut, it's like their explosive announcement to the music world, signaling this clear, ambitious plan to reshape how we think about music creation and expression on, multiple levels. Lyrics, visuals, and crucially, how it's used. They're not just dropping music, they're starting a conversation about where artists go.
And the timing feels so right for this kind of statement, too. The single Scuzz was announced today, September 15th, 2025. And it's out now on all major streaming platforms. You can literally go check it out right now and hear this fusion of soul and tech yourself. And the band says clearly, fans can expect more genre-bending music as they continue to push the boundaries of artistry and technology. So this isn't just a taste, it feels like the start of a really interesting ride.
Yeah, if we zoom out to the bigger picture, Entar Santiago is placing itself right at the cutting edge, not just in sound, but in its whole creation process and philosophy. They're making a bold statement not just about personal freedom and that defiant spirit, but also about the incredible tools we now have to express that freedom. It's about how far creativity can stretch, how deep it can go, when you augment it with this tech, and what kind of provocative dialogues that whole process can spark.
And that brings us pretty much to the end of our deep dive into Entar Santiago's Scuzz. We've journeyed through its fiercely defiant lyrics, explored those expansive, deliberately provocative Scuzzy visuals from the video concept, and really tried to understand the innovative, hybrid AI-human creation process behind it all. It's a powerful statement about identity, judgment, and maybe the future of art itself. So after diving into Scuzz, maybe you'll find yourself asking, in this super connected, tech-driven world, what does it really mean to live on your own terms? To embrace your authentic self in facing judgment? And maybe how can these powerful new technologies actually empower our most personal, our most rebellious, our most unapologetic expressions of who we really are? Definitely keep an eye or maybe an ear out for what Entar Santiago does next. And perhaps, take a moment to reevaluate what Scuzzy means to you.